remember a long time ago where I found so many cool things just swishing the bottom of a, oh, that was deep. A creek. Well, this is a creek, one of them. And it's usually so deep it's hard to walk through. I put on waders because I really wanted to get in here this time and do some looking around, but I got here and it hasn't rained in so long. I don't even know if I'll be able to swish it because the water's not moving enough to carry anything I'm swishing over the sides. What I don't want to do is step off in one of these holes and disappear. I mean, I know my waders are taller than this is deep, but I still can't see and I don't want to fall over. So I'm gonna go down here to one of the spots, which is hard to tell where it was, but I'm hoping it's right in here. I can't tell. Okay, well there's a little spot. I think we'll swish right here in this little partial piece of sunshine that's coming through. I brought a magnet last time, and when I found nails is when I was starting to get in the zone. I did not bring a magnet this time. I'm simply playing in the water, looking for reptiles. And if we see something else interesting along the way, we will definitely harvest. So I gotta get all the big rocks out first. This is about one of the only spots you can see. As you can see, we need a good clean spot to put our stuff. But I do want to go upstream and look around also. I wish I had brought a magnet now that I'm here, but I did not. The last time I found a King George large scent. I found a really old World War I radioman badge, which is cool because whoever was here and lost it fought in World War I. It most likely was from England. That's my theory. See, if I was in Sharktooth Creek, that would be amazing. But I'm not. And there may not be anything here. If there's not, we'll just keep moving. The hole feels like it might wash out sometimes. And if that's the case, there's not going to be anything here if it slowly washes and just falls over right here. But the only way to really find out is to get everything out. I only see a piece of metal. So this is not the spot, 'cause I'm at the bottom. So let's look in this hole. Let's move a couple of things, get a little bit better drainage, and start on this little ledge right here. By moving this and all these leaves, if possible. You gotta swish and swish and wish as you swish. Because when you wish upon a rock, you get nothing. We need some metal. There's no metal in here. Let's see if I'm near the bottom. Oh, there's still some big rocks in there, so. There's nothing in here. And I'm not at the bottom. I'm gonna have a hole in these gloves soon. But I'm glad I wore them. This is not the spot either. I've got to travel upstream. I'm usually pretty good at remembering the rocks. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's true. And where everything pools. But this time it is a lot different. So let's head way upstream where there's more water. Yeah, we're not gonna find anything in here. That's a for sure. So let's go find another creek. That's a little deep. Our only option is to hang on to this and climb down there and head upstream if possible. Well, it was possible. Now the next question is, how deep is that? And how deep we really want to get? And can we get back out? Oh, that's deep, that's deep, that's deep. Oh, it's cold too. I didn't bring my glasses, so I can't see. What's the point, right? You can't see. Actually, a little better when the sun's not blistering down on my face. I don't know if we're gonna find anything in here. But only about 6 ways to find out, and this is one of the only ones I know, so there's a brick under there. It's cold too, it's getting deeper. I see our first treasure. I could be mistaken. Oh, I thought that was a golf ball. I'm about to get myself into something I wish I hadn't done. I'm walking on a small wall that falls off into the depths. The depths are right here. Oh yeah, I shouldn't do this because I can't see the bottom. Let's just go a little more. And a little more. I can kind of see the bottom right here. Oh! I'm about to fall. I gotta get that grass in my face. I don't know what it is about a piece of grass. Oh, a little more shallow. It's so cold. Could be because it's November. Doesn't November have a silent R in it? I think it does. That's why you can't hear it, except for on the end. Rune came to town, stayed with us a week. It's the fastest week of my life. I miss him. He still lives in Arizona, for those of you who know us. Man, he's the most excellent son. But he's looking for gainful employment back up here in the southern states. Not all southern. He can go from anywhere from the top to the bottom, but on this side of the United States, because he misses trees. And I watched a slideshow that he took of, you know, a bunch of his pictures. I'm gonna fall down. And sure enough, there were no trees around Phoenix, and just a couple of sprinklers that run non-stop to keep the parks having a little green grass. Other than that, it was brown. A lot of cactus. Not a place you want to fall down. I gotta figure out what I'm going here before I fall down. Let's get up here. I opted out of walking in that because I could not see anything. Yeah, it's not worth the walk. Now I got to, I wish I could climb up this wall. I can, but it's gonna take a little bit of my energy, and this got kind of deep a second. Oh yeah, it's too deep in the wall. I won't be able to get up there. So it kind of drops and broke right there. I think we'll go up right there and find another tree. Made it up. It is deep, but if we can get up here and stand up right here, we'll go this way and hope we don't fall. Sometimes when you fall, it's not that bad, but if you fall and bounce off that ledge and into that water, it could hurt. Or let's say you fall down there and you get hung up on that piece of pipe, that would hurt. I'll walk the wall with you, babe. I gotta turn the camera. I'm getting nervous holding the camera walking the wall. So let me use both my wings for balance. Let's see, treasure. I think it's been nearly a year before I've been here, since I was here last. Whatever the sentence structure is, find it and go with it. I have managed to wait it out long enough, and it hasn't rained in so long that it's low. That is rain though. Do you realize the Lord stopped giving us rain? This would be a dirt ditch. This is a spot where some fellas up the hill come and dig for worms to fish. I don't know if they're fishing here. Never seen anyone fishing here. But they're fishing somewhere. So I did wear waders. Can you see me? Because I always manage to come here without waders, hoping that it's not high, and then there's some cool spots that I can't get in because it is too high. So hopefully this time we'll be able to find something of most interest. That looks like I thought it was a driver's license. It has somebody's picture on the back. It's a Sam's Plus card. It'll go in the garbage. Believe it or not, there are some pretty impressive bass in these creeks. Every time I've been to here before, the water is up over all these rocks. You can't even get out here. I can't either. but this time we're going out here. See, there's some impressive fish right there. They swim without any training. If you've ever seen a fish when it's born, it never has anyone teaching them how to swim. It's like a duck. They eat automatically. There's a word for that I learned in animal plant biology, physiology, and locology. And I forgot what it is. No, it's not symbiotic, which is a popular word. And what I want to find is something that might have been thrown off this bridge. See, there's a bass. Not impressive, but it's a bass. We might see a snake or three out today with the hint of sunshine that's on my shoulder. Right now I'm wondering if you could see those bass at all because you don't have glasses on. Usually this is ridiculously deep. I can't believe how shallow it is. You can kind of see. I guess that's better than not being able to see at all. I had been here before where I had to climb the wall to get over to the other side, or go through the middle. It's little in the middle, but it's got much back, as you can see, and that's important so your car stays on top of it and not vice versa. I've never been in the middle because it's been so deep. But we're going this time. I don't think I've been in the middle. There should be a snake sitting up here somewhere, waiting on us. It's cold, but they'll still be sitting there. And hesitantly drop off into the water. No snakes. I wonder what that tank is. An old oxygen tank, old acetylene tank. I want to get in here and look. I want to see what this brick is, but it's concreted in, so we're probably not going to get to see it at all. Gotta walk gently through here to see anything. I've never been over here. It's been so deep. I've got spider webs flowing off of my camera. Let's look in the middle where it's little. Too many leaves, can't see. So it's time to go that way. I'm trying to catch this golf ball and I just found a magazine. I think it's an old Sports Illustrated, but I'm not sure. That is one super duper duper long magazine. I mean, long. It says something mag. Made in USA. I don't see the first words, but it's rusted shut. It is not loaded, but we shall harvest. It would be pretty cool to find the rest of it. Odds are that's not going to happen. Neither are the chances. When the water's so low, there's so many opportunities to look around and find the most interesting urban artifacts. Is it urban or suburban? There's different urbations of that. I'm just unsure which I should be using. Urban warfare, I've heard of that before. That's city stuff, right? So this is urban artifacts. It's a good YouTube channel. Someone ain't got it yet. Haven't started one. The Urban Artifact Hunter. UAH. That could be on your blouse and your merch. It's really shallow, but I'm glad I wore my waders because I want to walk in the deeper spots, which is still going to be over boot height. But that's OBH, for those of you who aren't familiar with the lingo of urban artifact hunting, exploring Alabama and city creeks. With the water being this low, the big fish are going to be stuck where they are. Odds are it's not old. Do you see the treasure? It is not old. Oh, now my fingers are gonna get wet. Just those two. Here's an amazing phone. One owner. I hear a helicopter. No, that's a zero-copter. So we're at magazines, cell phones, and golf balls. I've decided we're going to take the center of the creek over on the way up. We'll take the center of the creek over on the way back. That way we don't get confused. Chances are we're just going to be wandering aimlessly no matter where we go. But that's the reason we go. That is a melted piece of aluminum. That is proof there was a Civil War camp here. We shall harvest. I talk about crawfish way too much. I talk about you. Look at how big that is. That is ginormous. That is a word. I think. I'm looking as I place my device. It's nice because the water does magnify everything. I forget what the numbers are, but we'll just go with 24 3/4%. I think you can have a 0.75%, can't you? Or does it always have to be regular numbers? If I'm not mistaken, that is another magazine. I could be mistaken, but we're going to find out. Let's see. And it is. It says Glock on the bottom. I think we're in a good neighborhood. I mean, it's not often that people want to throw away their magazines and let me have them. So it's got to be a nice neighborhood. I try to hit the the rougher places on an early Sunday morning. So everyone who had too much fun the night before, they're still asleep. Some of them are out, but never in here. I want to see what this is. Master meter. It's interesting when you talk about deer season and deer going in the rut and stuff. They say that's the best time to hunt because everybody wants to get out during the rut. But I see dead people. No, wait, that's not me. I see fawns throughout the year, which means the does go in heat. That's a brick. Throughout the year. That's the end of that story. I don't know why that just popped into my head. You know, doe is a deer, female deer. There's gonna be something else amazing here in a minute. There's too many magazines out here for there not to be a book, a hardcover book. And that's what we're looking for. Those are our new code words, so we don't get blocked, thrown away. That's a vape. Those actually last longer on the side of the road than a cigarette butt does. So you gotta ask yourself. Hang on, I'm doing something. Now I'm ready to pick that up. It's broken, but yet we will still harvest. I tell myself as I'm walking along, stay in your lane. You know, one of my favorite songs of all time is one Rune sent me years ago. And ooh, Spoonation. And it's that noise you hear every time I stop and focus is my phone. Let's look at this. That is just in time for Thanksgiving. And what I'm doing with the noise you hear every time you see me stop is, first of all, we're going to harvest, but it's got a couple of things on it that I don't want in me. There's these little bitty, teeny weeny, itsy bitsy, parasitic, not to be confused with symbiotic, things on these things. They stick to everything. There's little wormy looking things. And I don't want them alive or near me. But the song is Will Smith, Just the Two of Us. Of course, it's a remake, but he sings about his son. Back before his son went berserko. But anyway, that head bitten is not mine. So if you haven't heard it, check it out. It's a pretty good song. It reminds me of the rune. He was my firstborn. Ha 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 ha. Sorry, that was my inner Will Smith coming out. You know this thing's low when the leaves are stopping to flow. At least that's what they say. Well, there's one of those gigantor things that y'all tell me what they are all the time, and I can't remember because nobody knows. I think we'll fly it. See if they float. Oh, they do float. Look. See, that's good what I just did. It's good because if it makes it all the way to Jim in Mobile, he can plant it and grow his own. If it doesn't, it will plant and grow its own somewhere else. Oh, beaver log. You'll always be home sweet home to me. That's a cedar beaver log. A CBL, if you will. Can't float that. It's too heavy. Why don't you stop and pick up all the trash in the creek instead of just walking over it? Hell, we've been there before, hadn't we? Someone else tell them. Okay, let's keep going. That's an early ear. Before they... I just was taking my phone out to make a reel, which is the noise you hear, and I reached in my man purse instead of my chest purse. And I took out the wrong one. So what I do is I get my phone out, I do that, and I put it on video, and I hold it with the same hand that I'm holding the camera with, and then I make a video so I can put it on reels. That's for those of you who do not want to watch or hear the words that are falling out of my face. That is a ear, prosthetic ear that was made for that guy that Tyson fought a long time ago. This is an earlier ear before they knew how to make the inside of it. Now there's a creek that spills out up here on the right, and I found two huge pistols in there, BB pistols. And uh-oh, everybody loves a data plate. I love data plates. Unless they're paper. Like this one, we shall harvest. It's no fun. I think it says so I'm wondering when we get up here now and turn right if we'll be able to see more. It's usually super deep right there, and there's usually a substantial amount of golf balls right here, which means there's someone up there that hates golf balls, and every time they find one they throw it in the creek. What they don't know is it doesn't take a long time for a golf ball to reproduce. And when they do, tell me. So this time we'll be able to get a little closer. I haven't been up in this creek in a long time, but it is a most. Okay. There's another helicopter. There must be someone with a really big yard around here that has a lot of planes and they have a lot of money. I wonder if there's a trim button on an airplane so it stays on plane. See what I did there? I am wrong. This is not the spot that I thought. It may be another completely different creek. I don't know. This may be it. There's a lot of clay stuff in here. There's some birds with feathers flocking together. There's a flashlight. Most likely not waterproof. Ooh, this is some sinky stuff here. Not sinky or stinky, but I don't know what they're dumping in here that makes it so sandy. Oh, you can't see anything in here. I think we'll go out this way. These boots actually have non-skid felt on the bottom. It is amazing. I have other waders that do not have whatever I just said. They're not amazing. I don't know why anyone would make a pair of waders without felt on the bottom of the feet. I mean, if you're gonna stand in 3 inches of water on the side of the beach and cast and fly fish, maybe you don't need felt. It's like a four-wheeler that's two-wheel drive. There's really no point in it. Whoa, there's some situational awareness going on here with fish. So we'll go back down on that side if there's any water. No, this is the deep one right here. I'm stopping because I want to see how big the fish is. It's chasing the little fish. It's trying to kill them. Sometimes fish kill each other. It's tragic. But it's true. That is the only hint of an older bottle I have seen. That is an old RC bottle, or a Rick Cola, if you will. If you want, then that's okay too. We'll walk back by. My man first started getting full. Probably gonna harvest that. This is a finger puppet. We like to move and move it. We like to move and move it. I think this, but this may be the creek I was thinking of. I had wanted to take a trip, for reals, this is for real conversation, to England. Because, you know, England got its name, the first person ever went there. Her name was Inga. She was from Germany, and her name was Inga. That's a lot of fish. So when she went there, like the Proverbs 31 woman, she considered a field and she bought it. And she bought what is currently known as England. They don't teach that in history books. Well, actually I do. The Bible is somewhat of a history book. Actually it is a history. Oh, a Chevelle. That is an old car. Do you see it? That's just a shovel. This isn't it either because it was made of rock. It wasn't concrete. And there's no way since I was here last had they had time to come in and rebuild it with concrete. Plus this concrete looks old. But we're gonna go up here and look anyway. I hope I don't slip down. One of the cool things about these tiered rock formations is if you step on them, you can slip and then the sharp spot sticks up in your hiney and you get a pain up through your back. I mean, it lasts. I mean, it'll stay with you. So it's something to think about when you change that. Look at that big old suckerfish. He hit his little head. I guess I scared him. They don't like it when you call them suckerfish. But I didn't make it up. This might be the spot. I got a rope wrapped around my foot and I can't move my foot. Okay, I got it. There is, this has got to be the spot where all the golf balls are, but we'll check it when we come back downstream. Yeah, I think so. You know what? I have no idea how long this video is. So we're going to take a minute and do a wrap up. That's about as wrapped up as it gets. We got a Glock and we got a USA made that I can't reel, and we got a, it's a Sony. Oh, that's a Motorola. What's they're saying? I forgot. That's a precious little spoon, isn't it? Stainless. I hope I can get my money back because there's stains all over it. Thanks for watching my videos.